Hey Tigers, it's Coach Carlson from quarantine. Had a chance to watch video from all of the games this weekend. Real proud of the way that you guys played. Proud of the way that Coach Heath coached. Had some really good results. Um, while I'm here, I thought what I would do is provide some film reactions to our game film from the AYG Lakers, which was a very close game against a really good team. And the reason I want to do this, and as you probably know, a lot of high-level athletes, especially at the college level and the pro level, spend a lot of time in the film room. And what they're looking for are little details and techniques or ways that they can improve their IQ of the game that will result in better play in the future. And so that's really what I'm trying to do here. And so what I'm going to do is, start one quarter at a time, just kind of provide my reactions to the film. And so, first of all, what's apparent here is we're playing a team that has a lot of athletes, a lot of size, a lot of length, a lot of skilled basketball players. And let's see, kind of what the game film shows us. So right now, it would appear that we're playing a team that started out at least in man-to-man. So in man-to-man, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to run our Maryland offense with the high screen. Tripp setting the high screen. Brandon gets the defender stuck on that screen, which is great, and Tripp's going to roll to the basket, and that's fantastic. Now, didn't look at the roll that time, but we were able to swing it, find a lane, give Ace a chance to get to the basket. Good play. Whoa. Okay. So, one of the first things that comes to life here is that number one is probably maybe one of the toughest matchups that we've come across this season. Very good ball handler, very fast, very skilled, aggressive. Way to run with him and stand in there. So we've got a high screen here from Tripp. The player's going under the screen, so Brandon rightfully pulls back, reverses the ball. Now Brandon's got to pass and move here, right? Because they're playing man-to-man. We've got, when we pass, we've got a basket cut or screen away, create some movement. We're in zone, which makes sense. We got to pursue that ball. Second shot opportunity off the rebound results in a three. And Coach East's going to call a timeout to talk about our rebounding. Why don't we fast forward to the game action again? Tripp coming up and setting the screen. Oh, so Brandon knocks down this shot. But one thing all of us need to look is, Tripp comes up and sets a good screen. One thing we have to do is be a little bit more patient, wait for that screen to get set, and then make sure we get our player stuck on the screen by going shoulder to shoulder. One of the best ways to create opportunities for our offense, and what we're trying to do, right, is we're always trying to get into the paint. If we can live in the paint, get lots of clean looks from the paint, we're going to have a really good offensive game. And it's going to be tough to do that if we're not using our screens. But good job, Brandon, by getting just enough of them that you're able to turn the corner, see the hoop, and knock down the shot. We're going to get back in our zone defense, which makes sense. They have a lot of height, might create some problems in a man-to-man. Creed closes out. We got a box out, number 17. Another offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. So really got to make sure that we're not just reaching up, but that we're boxing out every single play. Ball goes up, another offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound. So we've given them here 5, 6 opportunities in one possession. And that's not going to change unless we get low, get big, get strong, put our butts into the person we're guarding and push them out of the key. So now they're coming with a man-to-man, full court press. Creed does a nice job of screening for Brandon. Brandon should not pick up his dribble in that situation. Okay, they're going to come up and try to trap. That's a 10-second violation. So picking up dribbles, too much dribbling around, that's going to make it tough to break through pressure. So at the end there, it looked like, they started in man-to-man, but then we're trapping the ball. And in that case, we need guys cutting to the middle of the floor and cutting to the sideline so that we can move the ball, pass the ball through the zone. Usually it just takes 2 to 3 passes to be able to break the pressure. Another timeout. At our zone. Good job picking it up. So here, balls on this side of the court, would like to see Greg move further to the middle to pack the paint. And he'd be the one seeing these cutters. 21 here on the wing, we also have a cutter. If Greg's in the middle, we're going to be able to pick that up a little bit easier. Brandon also needs to be able to see ball and see the backside. Good. So now ball's all the way over on that side. We need Greg under the hoop, defending under the paint, and he would be picking up 17 right here. And then also watching these guys for back cuts. Again, we didn't get a clean box out, but we do all hustle the loose ball, create a jump ball. But so far into the game, maybe the biggest thing that's catching my eye is the fact that we're not putting bodies on people when shots go up. And we really need to locate people under the basket. We need to put our butt into them, and we need to actually move them out away from the basket. Brandon makes a nice rebound from the ground, gets to Greg. Good jump stop, pullback. Creed's open, advances the ball. We've broken the press. Good. Oh, I think we got to hold the ball in that situation and wait until we find a guy who's open. Generally speaking, what we want to do if we have the ball and we're moving it up the court is we want to keep our dribble unless we're under pressure and we need to come to a jump stop. But usually we want to keep our dribble until we find who we're going to pass to. Good jump stop. Brandon comes to the ball. Yeah, they're really out pressuring us. And it looks like they've moved into more of a trapping zone. And so now we're in what looks like Arizona. Another screen. Brandon gets a real clean use of the screen. So that was great. His player got stuck on the screen. That got him right into the heart of the defense. And that's the cleanest, easiest look we've had at the basket in the first 5 minutes of this game, and Brandon knocks it down. Okay, good. Greg gets it, but you got to put those feet down, buddy. You got to put those feet down and pivot. All right, yeah, he got you for walking. But good box out and rebound there. Okay, so we've got the ball in. Again, they're in this man-to-man zone. All right, so we've just... So we just made a quick mistake, and this is a lesson for all. When we know they're trying to trap us, where we don't want the ball to go is just past half court along the sideline, and that's exactly where Brandon dribbled it to, and that resulted in that turnover. We want to be able to pass the ball around, and then when we attack and advance it, we're coming up the middle of the floor with the dribble or down the sideline with the pass. But ultimately, we want to get the ball back in the middle of the court where we're not going to get trapped. A lot of size. But it's amazing how you can neutralize size if you really get into someone and box them out, keep them away from the hoop. Closeout by Creed. Brandon's there. That's a tough shot that he's shooting. That's predictably an air ball. That's good defense on our part. But again, no box out. Offensive rebound. I'm not sure what the call was there, but looks like we get it. But right now, the rebound count is really skewed to White. And over the course of the game, that's going to make a difference if we don't box out, give the other team a lot of different opportunities to score. Okay, White ball. Good. Swarming the ball. Okay. Good job. So that time we had guys across the middle. We had people looking for the outside cutters, and now Tripp's boxing out the big player. Looks like Colton's hustling over. Oh, doesn't get a body on him, though. And so he does end up getting another look, and I think that's going to result in some free throws, but we'll fast forward past the free throws here. But we want to make contact, get a body on the ball. So this is after the free throw, passing in. Colton comes to the ball, helps out. Good reversal pass to Creed. And Creed's going up the middle of the court. That's what we want. Saw Tripp a little late. We want to make sure, even if we see someone and they were open, they have to be open when we pass the ball. Oh, Colton wants to stay down on that. Great drive and pass. We're competing for the rebounds, but we're still not boxing out, even though we're competing. The way everyone's hustling, going to the ball, that looks great. Now, Colton, what I was about to say is when you see that guy catch the ball and you're closing out, don't leave your feet. Come up with real choppy steps, stay low, and be ready to react. You just have to get a hand up, but don't leave your feet. Okay, so Colton should be on the other elbow right now, and he and Brandon should be screening for each other. Brandon gets into his body, runs to it. Good way to help out, Tripp. Way to help out. Way to go to the middle of the floor, Colton. Creed again going to the middle of the floor. Getting a ball reversal, that's how you break pressure. Good. Way to use the screen. They helped and switched, but that's a good high screen and a good job using it. The man was stuck. V-cut. Another good ball screen. We got a good look at the hoop. Just didn't go down. Way to fight for it, Drake. Way to fight for it, Tripp. I mean, we didn't get any baskets there, but my goodness, we are really battling and competing. It's a tremendous effort. Came out a little bit shell-shocked, but it looks like we're starting to settle into this game and really fight back. Oh. Now that's kind of an ill-advised pass. If I'm Colton in that case, you're going to want to dribble up the floor, past the midline. Make sure you have a real clear line of sight. Too many athletes, too much length just to throw a baseball pass down the floor like that. We want to have a real clear, clean look and dribble up to close the distance. This guy doesn't even have a jersey. Love to see the official roster there. Setting up our zone, and Drake, we've got someone posting up right in the middle of the zone. We're going to want to step up. Nice box out and rebound, Creed. Oh, we've got to make eye contact before we just pass it up. But Brandon, as the second, as one of the point guards on the floor, we don't want you releasing up the floor. We want you staying back with Creed. So if he runs into trouble, you're there as a safety outlet looking to bring the ball up the court. Good. We're talking to each other. We're pointing. We're sliding. Good job, Brandon. Stay on your feet. And then Colton, very nice job reading the pass, getting the passing lane. That's a really good defensive possession. Oh. Okay. Good decision to pass it back out. Keep the possession going. A live way to get into the key. That's a good move and a good look. And again, we're shooting the ball from around that space that we want to, just inside the free throw line. Those are the kind of looks that we want. You know, if we're wide open, we'll occasionally shoot three to keep the defense honest, but we really want to live in that paint, getting clean looks at the basket in the paint. Okay, so no one's on Colton right now. We'll see if okay, they figured it out. Good screen, way to be patient, wait for it. Drake's open. We like that shot too. That's another nice, good, clean look. You know, you get enough of those are going to go down. Way to pressure out there, Brandon. Sometimes just a little pressure, we stay in front. That results in turnovers for the other team. Takeaways. Nice V cut. Coming up the middle of the floor. Got a little piece of them there. Around the corner. Okay, so hold on real quick, Brandon. I gotta rewind that, okay? I want you to see something here because you do a nice job of getting them clipped on Drake. So we get a piece of him, and now let's go here right now. Okay, so Brandon, what you should see or be aware of, you're going to shoot the shot. And yes, you have two players with a lot of length on you. But there's two things that you have. One, you've got a little pocket pass right here to Drake. Or two, you can kind of get further into the hoop and do the wraparound pass to Trip. We've got two players here that if you see that, make the bounce pass, you're going to create a layup out of this. But instead, I think what you're going to do is a little prematurely shoot the runner right here without seeing all the options that are available to you. This guy's down on the ground. We've got him outnumbered. That's something that I want you to see and be aware of. And look, it's not a terrible shot. He just ended up getting a piece of it. But I think the pass is really the option that you want to look for in that situation. All right, guys, let's get these shoes tied. Force 3. This is a battle. Everyone's playing hard, especially on defense. Way to close it off, Colton. Way to move over. Good. Everyone's rotating. See how we had everyone, when the ball was on this near side of the court, everyone was at least halfway across? That creates the kind of congestion we want so that the lane isn't open. Okay, well, we're going to set a screen for each other. When we come to the ball, Trip. Way to get the ball across half court. Up the middle of the floor, just like we want. Like we had good penetration and a dish there. Hard to see what the travel was. The referee was in the way of our view. Oh. You know, when we play the 2-3 zone, we are going to give up some looks. Trip, great screen. That right there just created so much space. Brandon, good drive, good look. We just got to turn our shoulders and square up to the hoop. You got right into the paint. That's a great look. Drake got a piece of the man, created some space for you. Got to calm down, slow down, get a real nice look at it. sub. It's probably the final play of the quarter. Greg, you got to get over further, buddy. The ball's on that side. Okay, begin rotating. Colton's right in him. That's a real difficult shot. Oh, but we don't box out. Fortunately, we come away with that, and we're down 6-4 to start the half, but good first quarter.